Okay, hello there to everybody watching this. It is March 11th here in Tumbler Ridge, and it's kind of chilly out there. Temperature was minus 11 when I was out there, but it's pretty. The sun is out, and it's a clear but cold day. So, things you need to know. There's still free access to all the facilities at the community center for the rest of the month, thanks to Tourmaline Oil Corp. That means that if you wanted to go swimming, if you wanted to go work out, or if you wanted to go skating, you can do that for free. I haven't seen what day they're planning on taking off the ice. It's usually pretty shortly after the skating carnival. So, yeah, I think the one of the teams is planning a home tournament this weekend, so it'll still be on the ice until then, but after that, not sure. So, but definitely swimming and going to the gym. Tomorrow, round about 6 o'clock, the district is planning on raising the flags. Uh, Thursday, March 12th marks 30 days since the tragic events of February 10th. So at sunset, flags at the district buildings will be raised back to full mast. Over the past month, the lower flags have stood as a visible expression of the grief felt throughout our community and beyond. Raising them again does not mark an end to that grief, but it represents a step forward as our community continues to support one another and begins to process the healing, writes the district of Tumbler Ridge. Now, prior to raising of the flags, at about 6 p.m., an elder will offer a prayer at Town Hall. At that time, the district will be moving the memorial that has been placed at Town Hall to join the one that is grown around the tree on the Roman walkway. The intention is to bring these places of remembrance together into one shared space for reflection. Once the memorial items have been placed at the Roman walkway, a second prayer will be offered. So this is not supposed to be a big event. This is a quiet district-led moment of remembrance. Community members who feel that they would like to be present during the time are welcome to do so, but no formal gathering is planned. We ask that the space be approached with care and respect for those who may be grieving in different ways. So that's tomorrow, Thursday, March 12th. I will mention this again tomorrow, Thursday, March 12th. Also, coming out of the Canadian press is a story that gun control groups are disappointed by lack of information on the firearms that were used in the shooting. 5 different gun control advocacy groups gathered together to send a letter to RCMP Commissioner Mike Duhame. In it, they say there is no discernible reason not to immediately disclose the information, which they say could help strengthen public safety and prevent more shooting. The groups are Police Souvent, with the support of representatives from Angie's Angels, Canadian Doctors for Protection Against Guns, the Danforth Families for Safe Communities, and the Quebec Mosque. The group notes that among the RCMP failures cited in the MASH Casualty Commission's final report into the Nova Scotia shootings back in 2020 was an institutional mindset that undervalues community relationships. And they say, quote, "We urge you and all members of the RCMP to demonstrate that the lessons learned from Nova Scotia are being applied to the Tumbler Ridge investigation. That is, by being transparent with the public about the guns used in the school shooting. This is information Canadians expect and deserve. Releasing verified information now, at the very least regarding the firearms used, will strengthen citizens' trust and confidence in the RCMP." In a response to the letter, the RCMP's Division E said the police investigation will conclude only once all investigative avenues have been exhausted and the evidence suggests there are no additional leads to follow. Quote, "It's impossible to provide a specific or detailed timeline as it is subject to the gathering of all digital and physical evidence and any analysis," responds the Mounties. Now, Policy Savant told the Canadian press that the gun control advocacy organizations are not calling for the RCMP to rush its investigation. Quote, all we are asking for is the release of basic information like the model of firearms used that could help prevent future mass shootings. Transparency is needed to inform policy debates like what type of guns and accessories should not be legally available for ordinary citizens. So that's another bit of news that's kind of coming around. Um, there is the suit, which I talked about yesterday, um, against OpenAI being brought by the family of Maya. Um, and there's the lawyers from that are approaching citizens in Tumbler Ridge who may be interested in pursuing legal actions to join them. I gave out the number yesterday. I don't have it in front of me at this moment because I wasn't planning on talking about it. So that's ends the formal part of this program. Um, oh, Jordan is saying make sure to chat with the firm. So Jordan, I sent them and I called them up yesterday and they said, "Here's our press release. We have no further announcements." So they don't want to talk to me. But if you want to talk to them and ask them to, tell them to reach out to the local paper because, I'm not the Canadian press going on about, doing hard hitting news. I'm looking for information that affects locals. Um, so that is, I think, everything that I wanted to mention. I know that basically every time I end this, I come up with this list of, another 10 things and I was like, oh man, I should have talked about that. So just keep an eye on the feed. I will post things there when they come across my desk, and I will sort of post uh, the story that I said I was going to post yesterday. I'll actually post it today. Um, as well as I am still working on editing the skating videos. Yeah, video editing is a lot longer and harder than it is to sit down, turn on a camera, and go, "Hi, everybody." So I will get on that and keep working, and hopefully by the weekend, within a week of the event actually happening, I will have video of the event because you know, we break news fast here at the Tumbler Ridge Lions newspaper. Um, All right, seeing no other comments other than Jordan, I will let you guys go. That's been your day in Tumbler Ridge today. Things you need to know, and that's the view from up here. Now, instead of having one sign-off line, I have like three. There you go.